is up, awesome people. So I've had this LDRC 1/18 scale drift car for a while now. I don't play it much because it's just a weird size. It is not a very popular size as you don't have many tracks for the 1/18 scale drift car, but I did notice that the size of this chassis when compared to a 1/28 scale RC drift car is actually about the size of a truck. Now if you compare car versus car, it's obviously 1/18 versus 1/28, but if this chassis were converted into a truck, it would be the exact size for a 1/28 scale truck. So it is 2 AM in the morning and I didn't know what else to do because I've had this wound that's hurting my neck so bad that I couldn't sleep. So I scoured the internet looking for a truck, and preferably it's one of those European truck racing kind, the ETRC. There were many versions of the European race truck, but none of them actually fit the chassis profile that I have, and also the styling is just something that's not appealing to my personal taste. Also, one of the reasons I'm doing this video is because I'm currently not mobile and I'm unable to go outdoors, so I can't give you a drone footage or a drone video or any reviews about drones. This build video took me a while to do, and I also took a very long time to look for that specific body shell that actually matches the specs that I want. And mind you, I went through designs after designs after designs just to find this specific shell. So I found this design on MakerWorld, and this is by J. Edwards, and the structure and the shape, including the form factor, actually fits the 1/18 scale chassis that I have, so I decided to go with this design. Looking at the specs, this is for a Kyosho Mini Z, so it doesn't fit the chassis that I have, but because this is MakerWorld, I asked my buddy Farhan for help. Farhan had the design resized according to the measurements that I gave him. I started printing it, and I printed this in the Bamboo Labs PETG HF, but because I'm using a very small printer, Farhan had to actually split the design of the body shell into half. Unfortunately, with all the vibrations I actually had, the supports broke off for the first half of the print, but eventually it turned out alright. Comparing the scale with the 1/28 drift car, it seems perfect for its size. Now after printing the other half, it really looks good. After attaching the two halves of the body shell together and with the failed prints that I've had earlier, there's lots of sanding, more sanding. Did I tell you about smoothing the edges? And more sanding. Well, you kinda get the idea. Well, eventually the truck looks really good on mock-up, so next is to actually have some of the parts assembled and painted. For the windows of this truck, I went with the UV resin to actually give it that gloss texture, but I've had issues with it, so it didn't come out as perfect as I would love it to be. For the body shell, I use a Krylon primer and finish it off with a Tamiya color spray, and this is the matte white. It turned out alright, but you guessed it, I had to do more sanding. If you want to learn patience, this is one of the hobbies that you should do that involves spray painting and sanding. Next, we're going to replace the connector for the LDRC drift car. I don't like the existing connector, so I'm going to replace it with an XT30 that I could use with my other lipos. I had to do a little modification on the chassis to fit the electronics so that I can fit the shell over. This LDRC drift car comes with a built-in gyro, so this is me checking all the electronics to make sure that everything is in working order and nothing burns so that you don't produce that magic smoke. I've also attached a magnet in the rear so I could use a magnetic mount for the body shell. I sprayed the back half of the body shell with some candy red Tamiya color spray paint and added some stickers to give it that authentic ETRC look. And of course, a drift video. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one, and till the next one, thank you all for watching and see you guys again soon. Ciao.